I will be talking about the Planaria, which is a special type of organism that, through experimentation and studying, could potentially contribute great leaps into the development with certain therapies and treatments in the medical field. Oh, okay, so next slide. Sorry. Okay, so Planaria are a type of flatworm that you can find in your local freshwater rivers, streams, or ponds, and they can range from sizes of as small as 1 millimeter to up to 1 centimeter when they're fully matured. So these are kind of like worm-looking things that just like swim around in the water, prey on smaller like microorganisms, and yeah. So what makes them, next slide please, what makes them so special is that they can form a new independent planaria when they're separated. So as you can see here, when one planaria is cut into thirds, then it can actually split into 3, it's cut in half, 2, and like it can basically, even if you cut out like a small part of the tail, it can grow into a whole new organism, just like that, which is pretty cool. So next slide, please. Okay, so throughout that amazing process, you must be wondering that how this works. Well, here, let me just show a video. Just click the video. So this is like a time lapse of it happening. So cut into 4 pieces, and those 4 little pieces are all developing into their own little organism. So even if you like cut the tail off, then or like cut only the tail, then like a head grows from the tail. If you cut from the head, then a tail grows. Okay, so so throughout this process, you must be wondering how this works. Well, so this works through something called stem cells. So stem cells are basically undifferentiated cells, which means that they can grow into basically any type of cell. Like in your body, you have specific cells for specific functions. Like you have specific cells that make tissues, which make organs, and then that all form of your body. However, in Planaria, next one. So while in humans, around 10% of our cells are stem cells, in Planaria, most of the Planarian cells are actually stem cells. In humans, we only have these stem cells in our bone marrow. However, Planaria have these cells called neoblasts, which make up basically their whole body. So because it makes up their whole body, if a part of their body gets hurt, then they can trigger a response through the nucleus of the cell, which then it undergoes mitosis and continues replicating the specific cell type that is needed to form, repair, and regenerate the rest of its body to a whole. Even if it's just from the tail, and there's no like other connection to the central nervous system, it can still do that and regenerate the whole central nervous system. Next one. So it can split into like if you cut it in the middle, it can split into like 2 heads. Just like a video, how that works. important. So there are many potential applications that this can kind of derive from this. So scientists at the University of Utah basically use this as a way to, I guess, take a simpler sample of stem cells in the planaria, and through that they can form a better understanding of how stem cells work in general, because stem cells is still like a very kind of unknown field, and through advanced and a lot of extensive analyzation of the planarian cells, we can like kind of discover what the stem cells in our body can do, or the potential. Yeah, and then through this, we can potentially help combat cancer and countless other degenerative diseases that that are bad for us and that we don't like. Okay, thank you everyone.